Of the 509th Composite Group lift off from the island of Tinian at 2:45 am. The three aircraft begin a long 6-hour journey towards the Japanese home islands. The mood is tense aboard Colonel Paul Tibbets' aircraft, named the Enola Gay after his mother. The date is the 6th of August 1945, and the Enola Gay is carrying an atomic bomb, a weapon that will change the world forever. 8 years after Japan launched its unprovoked invasion of China in 1937, the Pacific Theatre has raged on. Despite the deaths of tens of millions in what is now the Second World War, the end of the conflict doesn't appear to be near. Japan's empire has been slowly whittled away by the combined might of the Allied powers, but he refuses to surrender even in the face of certain defeat. At the battles of Iwo Jima and Okinawa, Japanese forces are hopelessly outnumbered and outgunned, yet fight nearly to the last man while inflicting over 77,000 casualties on the Allies. The fighting in Burma has been equally savage. Now, the Allies have begun preparations for Operation Downfall, the invasion of Japan itself. However, many in Allied high command are appalled by the casualty estimates for the invasion, which range from 297,000 to over 1 million. Fanatical kamikazes are expected to take a massive toll on the invaders, while the entirety of Japanese society will be mobilized to repel the attack. Upwards of 5 million Japanese citizens are expected to die in the invasion. With such a heavy cost associated with Operation Downfall, many, including new US President Harry Truman, have looked for other ways to end the war quickly without the need for an invasion. The United States may just have a way. On the 13th of August 1942, the first offices of the Manhattan Engineering District opened at 270 Broadway in New York City. Under the command of General Leslie Groves, the Manhattan Project, as it came to be known, had one goal: the creation of the most powerful weapon ever. Developing pre-war British nuclear research, under the supervision of General Groves and theoretical physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer, the Manhattan Project grew to employ over 600,000 predominantly Americans, Britons and Canadians, working feverishly to harness the power of the atom. On the 16th of July 1945, the first atomic bomb is successfully tested in Trinity, New Mexico. Armed with this knowledge, Truman, along with British Prime Minister Winston Churchill and Chinese nationalist leader Chiang Kai-shek, issue the Potsdam Declaration on the 26th of July 1945, calling for Japan to surrender unconditionally, or it will face prompt and utter destruction. The Japanese government ignores the ultimatum and continues to fight on. Desperate to avoid prolonging the war, Truman gives final approval to use the atomic bomb against a Japanese city on the 2nd of August. The day prior, the bomb, codenamed Little Boy, is fully assembled and ready for use. General Groves and a targeting committee have already narrowed down the list of potential targets to 4, the cities of Kokura, Nagasaki, Niigata and Hiroshima, which have gone relatively unscathed by bombing so far in the war. An hour before Tibbets took off, 3 weather aircraft lifted off from Tinian to reconnoiter the potential targets. Niigata has been ruled out due to weather concerns, leaving the 3 B-29s to report back on conditions over the other cities. Hiroshima and its over 300,000 inhabitants has already been chosen as the primary target, weather permitting. It is an industrial and transit hub for the enemy's war effort, while also serving as the headquarters of the Japanese Second Army. 43,000 Japanese troops are stationed in the city, which also boasts a large port. Furthermore, Hiroshima's flat topography will hopefully maximize the destructive potential of the bomb. A B-29 nicknamed Straight Flush is dispatched to the city to determine whether conditions are good enough for a bombing run. At 5:55 am Tinian time, Enola Gay arrives over the island of Iwo Jima and circles at 8,000 feet to wait for the 2 escorting superfortresses to catch up. But first, a quick word from this week's sponsor, CuriosityStream.
It's been about 75 years since the bomb was dropped, its impact felt for generations, which is why I'm here. City can't erase its past, but it can build on its long history, move to the next. What I think is happening in Hiroshima today. This is the last generation that will grow up hearing first-hand accounts of the bomb and its aftermath, the red sky, the black rain, and the tragedies to follow. The third generation is now the one sharing the stories, and I thought I'd share one with you too. Today I'm going to be meeting a father who is sharing those experiences he learned from his family elders, and now passing the baton to his 10-year-old son, so we will never forget that tragic day, August 6th, 1945. The Enola Gay was a B-29 Superfortress bomber, departed Tinian near Saipan in the Pacific loaded with a nuclear bomb. Used in war.